Welcome back, students. In this class, we will discuss one of the most important topic or the interesting topic of today, that is evaporation, and we will see what is the effect of evaporation in our daily life. So, what will be the sequence of this class? That will be first of all, we will discuss about definition, we will discuss explanation, and with example, with the help of example, we will see that the cooling effect produced by the evaporation and then applications of cooling and evaporation. So, what is evaporation? Evaporation is the changing of a liquid into vapors or the gases formed from the surface of the liquid without heating it. It happens at all the temperatures, not all the temperatures. We have seen pond, if you throw the water from the glass outside, it evaporates. And you, when you spread the cloth outside, the water evaporates. When you use spray or the perfumes at your body, after some time it evaporates. When you sweat, after few minutes, it evaporates. So these are number of examples for your life, from your life, which explains that what evaporation is. Basically, evaporation is the changing of a liquid into vapors or the gaseous state from the surface of a liquid without changing, heating it. So here is the explanation. The liquid starts to transform into vapors even when the temperature is below the boiling point. It happens when all the temperature is zero, below the boiling point, or the very less temperature, that is about 30 to 40. So uh, this is the way how that it works. The transformation of vapors even when the temperature below the boiling point, means below the 100 degrees Celsius. So there is no need to convert to transfer the water from liquid to the gases form of the steam, or to evaporate by applying the extra amount of energy. So what's the example? Example is spreaded wet cloth on a being exposed to the air becomes dry in a short time due to the evaporation of the water, or water left in an open dish also disappears due to the evaporation. If you throw water from the glass outside of the open surface, after a few minutes it disappears. This is called evaporation. While at this time we have not used any source to heat to convert it into the water vapor. So we know that the molecules of a liquid move with a wide range of instantaneous velocity, and they have different kinetic energies ranging from minimum to a very high value. Some of the molecules have sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction, leave the surface of the liquid, and escape out in the form of vapors. We call this escaping of liquid high energy molecule as evaporation. High energy molecule escapes from the surface, that is called evaporation. So let's see other types of this. Few examples to understand. You people must have seen popcorn. Popcorn, when these are heated, the popcorn seeds grains moves outside when they are increased in size. Why they move? It's a very simple concept. They get when they get enough amount of energy, they try to escape outside. This is the same thing happens in case of different animals, different plants, and human beings as well. Human beings in the form of fat, but we use perfume. This is the simplest type of the examples to understand why the cooling effect is produced. When we use perfume on the palm, after a few seconds we feel coldness. Uh, Sometimes questions are asked why it is causing cooling effect. The reason is very simple. When we spray perfume at our hand, the most energetic molecules, the molecules which are having more energy, they escape out. They have enough kinetic energy to escape out from the bonding forces of the other molecules. So the remaining molecules are having less energy. Where there is less energy, there is coldness. Same happens in case when you take bath and you sit outside under the fan, the high energy molecule escape out, in low energy molecules are back, so that's why you feel coldness. Same is the case when you sweat. High energy molecule, they escape out from your body, then Remaining molecules are after low energy, so that's why you feel coldness after that. So same is the case in case of the cloth. The molecules which are loosely bonded, they are having enough amount of energy and they are spread in the open uh, outside open place, so the excess amount of molecule escape out due to having enough amount of energy to overcome the pressure force. So that's why the cloth dry off. So here it is, the cooling effect produced by the evaporation. The kinetic energy theory explains cooling caused by the evaporation. During evaporation, this is the reason, more, more energetic molecules escape out from the liquid surface. When more energetic molecule escape out means energy is given out. So the remaining will be the less energy molecule. The molecules that remains in the liquid have lower kinetic energy. Where there is low kinetic energy, a molecule with molecules of less kinetic energy have lower temperature. Where there is high kinetic energy, there is high temperature. Where there is low kinetic energy, there will be low temperature. So high kinetic energy molecule escape out, example perfume, and the remaining are low kinetic energy. Low means low temperature and coldness. This evaporation produces cooling. Evaporation of a respiration helps to cool our bodies. So, comparison of boiling and evaporation. Unlike boiling, evaporation takes place at all temperatures, but only from surface of the liquid. Evaporation only takes place at the surface of liquid, but as at boiling point, the liquid is changing into vapors not only from the surface but also within the liquid. So this is the main difference between the two. Whenever you are asked to explain what's the difference between boiling and evaporation, the evaporation takes place only at the surface of the molecule, the liquid, but boiling takes place at all the molecule within the surface, within the liquid. These vapors come out of the boiling liquid as bubbles which break down, reaching at the surface. I have already explained. They burst out, they break out by releasing the excess amount of energy which they are carrying from the bottom. So that's why the temperature at boiling point 100 degrees Celsius remains constant. So this is the reason. What's the difference between boiling and evaporation? Evaporation only takes place on the surface of the liquid. But what's the boiling? Boiling takes place inside the liquid, below the surface of the liquid. So this is the main difference between boiling and evaporation. The other one is boiling needs some extra amount of heat to convert into boiling point and then into steam. Then evaporation doesn't need any type of the heat. It happens in all temperatures. The applications of cooling by evaporation, cooling by fan. So this is one application, cooling by fan. We use fan in the hot season because moving air increases rate of evaporation of respiration from our bodies. Hence, we get a cooling sensation. Desert room coolers cools the incoming moist air by evaporation of water. So, with the help of evaporation, coolers are used to produce coldness, to produce cooling effect. Fever control. With wet towel is applied on the forehead of a person running high fever. It is because as the water evaporates, it takes heat from the head. So that's why wet cloths and other objects are used to facilitate to make the patient relax when to control the fever condition. So if the refrigerator, what is the principle, how this works? The cooling effect in many refrigerators is produced by operation of a volatile liquid called freon. Freon is a gas which is filled inside a refrigerator which produces the evaporation, which is the source of evaporation. Why? Because when the air passes over these tubes of the small capillaries, it gets cooled and which results in the cooling effect. The liquid freon operates in the pipes of a freezer compartment. As freon evaporates, it draws unnecessary It draws necessary latent heat from food inside the refrigerator. It draws the excess amount of heat energy because when there is difference of temperature between the two bodies, the heat starts flowing from higher temperature to low temperature. So that's why this is the low temperature capillary inside the refrigerator compartment. So it draws the heat from inner side of the refrigerator. The freon vapors are downway from the freezer by an electric pump. The pump compresses the vapors and forces them through zigzag pipes at the back of the refrigerator. Under pressure, freons turn into liquid, releases its heat, latent heat of condensation. The heat released is given off through the cooling fans. Cooling fans are used to give out this heat taken you know, inner side of the refrigerator. Freon coolant damages the ozone layer. These are the drawbacks of the disadvantages of freon gas. It damages the ozone layer. As modern refrigerators use refrigerant HFFC, hydrofluorofluoro, tetrafluoroethane, which does not deplete ozone layer. Nowadays, the technology has become improvement, so that's why these are considered as most safer to damage the earth above surface, that is ozone layer. The depression region has increased due to these types of gases which we use. So the people have done research in this field to minimize such types of damages caused by these types of gadgets which we are using at home. So with this, our class ends up. I thank you very much for your patience.